Hello everyone, I'm Melinda NailFanatic of Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot in Las Vegas, Nevada. And May 6th is my 40th birthday, and I knew I wanted to do something epic for my birthday this year. I thought I was going to go to Jamaica or something, but then the Love, Peace, and Happiness family members started asking for a retreat here in Las Vegas. So my Jamaica trip turned into I'm going to kick it with all of you here in Las Vegas for my birthday and do some awesome spiritual stuff and elevate my mind and raise my consciousness and my vibration. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do that for me, then we're going to do that for you too. And so I'm looking forward to celebrating my birthday with you for the Love, Peace, and Happiness retreat. So I made a 3-day theme. And then I got a download that said, see who else can come and contribute their arts and talents. And so Melinda NailFanatic is going to come and help us liberate our intuition more and be more receptive with our intuition. And she's going to share the book Love Speaks, the one that I featured. She's going to share her book. And also I have Karen Jones. I asked her to come. I asked Karen Jones to come because Karen Jones does some awesome work with sound vibration, and so she's going to help us with some sound healing meditation work that she's going to provide with us, and that's awesome. And she's going to also make her access bars and services available, and so that's really awesome, and her energetic facelift as well. Also, then I got really excited because Natasha Lambegla from the Empress of Wands Tarot channel, she's coming from Canada, and she does soul regression work and hypnotherapy sessions, and so she's gonna take us into our past lives and with some regression hypnotherapy. And I'm excited about that because I've never done any of that before. I've never been one to contact others for spiritual services. And I've always felt like, you know, the ones that are supposed to be will be guided to me. The ones that I'm supposed to deal with. And so I'm excited to do this. And thank you guys for requesting it. So I know I'll see Wanda there. I know that I will see Sherry there. I'm interested to see who else I'm going to see there at the retreat. So let's see. The website has all the information on the retreat, and I'm going to only use the words of clarity today. So you can also find out about getting this deck for yourself also on the website. The first card out I have is familial. Familial, ancestral, inherited, familial. The next card is uncertain. So there's something that is uncertain in regards to a family situation, but we're making peace with it, and we're letting go of old issues. We've been through a transformation, and now we know that we're positioning. We know that we're being put in a position for something greater, for something more significant, more important. And so let's see what we have coming in. This is patience. There's something going on around surrounding changes in your family that have taken a turn. And then with the yin-yang at the bottom, it's asking us to be balanced and to be patient in waiting for what we've been positioned to receive. Boys, it's time for you to go out of Granny's room so I can finish the reading. Because you don't want to be quiet, Princeton. You guys gotta go out there and watch your cartoon out there. Go on. Yeah. Go. Alright. So, if we can hold on and be balanced, then these lack of clarity is going to come through, and I do feel that somebody's having recently made peace with the family situation. Maybe there's a family member for some of you who you just couldn't vibe with for some reason. And I feel like for others of you, this isn't even about a family person. This is about something that's been handed down through the family, like the ideas of lack and limitation, that the ideas that you have to work for someone else, and just stuff like that, you know, okay? So it's a combination of that, and it just depends on who you are, which is your perspective, right? Let's see what else I get out of the cards today. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Hold on, go back. Go back. I forgot something I wanted to do. I've been working with my runes a little bit again. It's been well over a year since I put runes out on the show, so I just felt like working with my runes a little bit lately. Okay. And I do have a couple of different kinds of runes in the bag, so, because I have the ones that I bought a long time ago, which is this. And then I have the newer ones that I bought, and then there's even some in there that I made for myself. So, okay. So what do we have on the table? This one is talking about fertility. So with this transformation, you're being put in a position to give birth. For some of you, you wanted to have a family, and if you've been waiting for a family, you made peace with the situation. If you wanted to have a baby and start creating your own family, I feel like making peace with the situation is helping you to have a breakthrough and to heal whatever that was in you that has caused you to not be able to have a baby. But there's some peace at home. Peace at home is going to help bring that in. I also feel that peace, making peace at home, is like making peace with your core. Making peace with your past. Making peace with where you come from. Making peace with the poverty that you grew up in, and so that you can release it. Making peace with the fact that you had a broken family, or you had the perfect family, whatever it was. It's putting you in a fertile position, okay? And so what is uncertain is being healed. What you didn't understand is being healed. What you didn't get, it's being healed. And your patience has a big role to play in that. So let's see what else comes out of these cards today. I guess I just wanted to show you guys how awesome the words of clarity are, especially when you have enough of them. But even when there's less, because when you purchase a words of clarity deck, you get a deck. It's about that thick, because yeah, they take a lot of time to make. So this is actually like 4 decks. 3 or 4 decks, and you can expand the deck that you have. For those of you who have purchased the Words of Clarity deck, I can expand it. And so just showing how the cards work. Let's see. You know, you can read with any cards. If you are intuitive and you're into reading with cards, or you can divine with anything if you know your connection. That's the truth of it. You can divine with anything. I was sitting at a bar, and a friend of mine owns the bar, so I was sitting in there visiting with some friends, and then one of the guys asked me, "Hey, can you read palms too?" And I said, "No, I have a couple books on them, but I've never even really read them. But no, I don't read palms." And then a few minutes later, somebody else come by and said, "Can you read palms?" And I said, "Sure, give me your palm." So he said, "Well, I want you to read his palm." So I read the initial person who asked me. I grabbed his palm, I looked at it, and I literally began to read the palm. I had never done it before. And I just asked, "Love Source God, what is this line talking about? What am I seeing here?" And as I did that, I opened up that channel that, yes, I actually can read anything if I'm open to it. You know, Love Source God can speak to us through anything if you want to be open through it, is the truth. Okay, let's see what's the next message coming out of the Word of Clarity for today. I feel like this is going to be our money spread. Requirement, blessings, disappointing, positioning, accomplishment, and surprise. Yep. Okay, and reciprocation. Look at that. This is definitely talking about finances. I feel like Somebody had a situation that you went forward and you expected some blessings there and you expected it to work out very well for you financially. But as it turned out, you got a bit of a surprise. It turned out a little bit disappointing, but you said, I'm not going to let this disappointment turn me on my head. I'm going to just keep chalking it up to my blessings. And remember that whatever I put out is coming back to me multiplied. And so since you did that, you're getting that reciprocation. And I'm hearing, pull this over and show the other one. Look at that, solar plexus chakra. That one wanted to be shown as well. And so, yes, because you applied your power of, just because this looks like a disappointment on the face, don't let appearances fool you. Don't judge the book by its cover. And don't let the appearances fool you. It says, because it may have looked like it was disappointing, but what you didn't know is you were actually being positioned. You were being put through this disappointment, this quote-unquote disappointment. I feel like that thing needs air quotes around it. You were being positioned to line up with this bitter surprise and this accomplishment that you have coming in and the blessing. So whatever didn't work out financially, chalk it up to the game and say, you know what? Because it's me, it doesn't matter what I do, success is all I see. So the money that I put out is always coming back to me in reciprocity. It doesn't even have to come from the same place that I put it out, but it's coming back. Trust and believe, because there is no loss in the divine mind. Okay, so I feel like, if you invested $2,500 and then it didn't work out and you only got $1,000 back, and if you sat up there and said, oh, I lost $1,500, you created a situation. But if you sat up there and said, well, I'm sure Love Sir Scott will figure out another way to multiply that $1,500 and return it to me. Now you're going to see that. You're going to see that coming in, okay? Powerfully. Expressing your power, expressing your divine energy over the situation and letting that be more dominant than the physical appearances. Don't let the situation on the face, don't let that don't think that the face is all you get. It goes so much deeper than that. And don't be fooled by appearances. Do not be fooled by appearances. Just because it looks like an upset, you will be the major decider of whether or not that's an upset. Let me just tell you that right now. Because if you decide, and this is a horrible thing that has happened, and now I have lost, then you are right every time. You decide you have lost, you will have lost. Every time you decide that there is nothing that can make you lose because there's no loss in the divine mind, then you will see that come through too for you. But it depends on, do you really believe that, or do you waver in your faith on that? Do you go back and forth? How strong is your conviction in what you're speaking? And how do you back that up with the way you live? I mean, it doesn't mean you go out there and put yourself on the streets because you're out there just throwing money around until it's gone and then you ain't got nothing. That's not what that means. It means that as you go out there and you do things, you carry this faith with you. And you say, okay, let's just go now out and use that up from my account. Now how full can you get it and how fast can you fill it up? And things of that nature would be what you say. Okay, this is a romance reading. Got it. This is a rejuvenated romance. Somebody's being rejuvenated in romance. And you've got a surprise coming in for you. Because there's something you've been ignoring, and in the past you used to visualize it a lot, and since you kind of gave up, now it's activating. Ooh, I like this reading. And so in the present, you have a present coming in, and it's going to bring you much joy and happiness. It was something that you were wanting and your soul was wanting, and now it's time for the big uniting. So what has been held back and restricted from you was restricted for your blessing. It was restricted so that you can be lined up and again put in place with that which served you better. And so the thing of it is, there was something that you were really visualizing before, and you really was on it. And then you just kind of let it go. You stopped. You don't even really think about this so much anymore because you just kind of gave up on it. Well, guess what happens when you give up? When you give up, you let go of resistance. And so now that you've given up, what you were wanting is gained momentum. Yeah. And so now let's see what we have here. Happiness and here and success. So yeah, this surprise, it's going to come in a surprising fashion, very successfully. And then up here, what do I have? We have, okay, so the uniting is going to be, okay. The uniting is being held off until everything is perfect is the thing. It hasn't come together yet because of, and this is in romance, okay, because of the boiling time, cooking time, marinating time, ripening time, maturity time, readiness, yeah, all that, okay? But understand that in the waiting period, in the restriction, there has been a growth happening with the rune of fertility here. There's been a growth happening. There's been a growth happening within you. There's been a growth happening within the other party. There's been a growth happening. And so because you let this this thing that you were visualizing and you just kind of left it alone, because see, the thing is, when you were visualizing it, you were too focused on wanting. When you were visualizing it, you kept saying, I want it, 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 I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it translates into I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. Yet you had already established the desire. So you already had put your order out. You don't have to put it out no more. That's why we have that game, have the thought and drop it like it's hot. Because you only have to have the thought once. Once you have the thought, let that thought go, release the resistance, and let it flow. All right. So let me go ahead and, oh, there's another rune over there that flew out. What was that one? Oh, this is about in the future. So this rune is also letting us know that this is coming up in our future. In our future, whatever this was that you released all that resistance to is coming back up, okay? So now we've done 3 spreads for 3 different purposes with the words of clarity. Don't you just love the words of clarity? Aren't they just the most awesome, beautiful things in the world? Let's see, what is the free reading going to look like today? Let me get some 1 and 2 digit numbered guesses, please. And thank you. And Facebook is having a hard time trying to reconnect. I don't know what's going on there. But YouTube is live. So let me get your 1 and 2 digit numbered guesses. And I'll put them on the sheet so we can figure out who's winning today. I have room for 7 numbers. YouTube, where are you at? Y'all are usually throwing up numbers way faster than this. What happened? Okay, so I see, who do I see on YouTube? I see Tracy. Hello, Tracy, I said. Hello, Lee. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Christine. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Julie. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Ortiz. And maybe there's no free card reading today because, yeah, nobody's putting up numbers. What is going on? This retrograde is a beast, I'll tell you that much. And I don't usually say things like that. I don't usually say things like that, and I don't usually feel that way. But I'm seeing things in a different light. So, okay. I'm not getting any responses. So what I'm going to do is pull a fairy dust card and close out the reading for the day. And then I will post this on Facebook because there's something going on. I don't know what's going on, and I usually do a free card reading every day, but with no responses coming through, I feel like something's going on with YouTube, and y'all are like, but I sent mine, and they're just gonna paint today. I hope you go be creative too. Remember, your paintbrush can be your electric mixer, it can be your spatula, your paintbrush can be your hammer, your paintbrush can be your broom, your paintbrush can be your sewing machine. There are so many paintbrushes. Your paintbrushes, your real paintbrushes are these two hands right here. So go out there, create, make some love, make some magic, make some sparkle, make some glitter, make some love and peace and happiness, and love and peace and happiness. My website is available with all the information at LPHtarot.com. That's LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time.